now being joined by President of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha and Member of Parliament from Bengaluru South, Mr. Tejasvi Surya. Mr. Surya, first of all, many thanks for speaking to India today. Mr. Surya, you are here today in Jammu city. You have been meeting your, party karyakartas and other workers. What is your assessment of situation in Jammu and Kashmir?
Very upbeat, very enthusiastic, especially our Yuva Morcha karyakartas with whom I have been interacting from morning are extremely gung-ho about the completion of 9 years of the Prime Minister's governance. Because it is in these 9 years that the state has witnessed unprecedented development, that Article 370 and 35A have gotten abrogated, and new avenues for development and opportunities have opened for the state's youth. That is the reason why they are so enthusiastic and so upbeat about the Prime Minister's 9 years of governance and the impending 2024 general elections.
Tejasvi ji, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is in Bhopal today, and you must have, heard his address there, and he spoke on various issues. He talked about uniform civil code. He said that opposition parties are trying to, resort to fear mongering, and they are trying to provoke Muslim community, particularly Muslim women, on this issue. And Supreme Court has been saying it time and again that UCC should be implemented, but opposition parties are, opposing it. Now, many opposition parties are saying that Prime Minister is trying to divert attention from the pressing issues that the nation is facing, and this is being done in view of 2024 Lok Sabha elections, and BJP is once again trying to polarize the political environment in the country.
How can implementing what is the Constitution's directive be termed as polarizing? The Uniform Civil Code is the vision of the framers of our Constitution. It is the directive of the Constitution. And very rightly, like how the Prime Minister has pointed out, the Supreme Court on multiple occasions has called upon successive governments to enforce and implement the Uniform Civil Code. From the last so many decades, we have seen how so-called secular parties have continuously resorted to fear-mongering among certain sections of the society, especially the religious minorities, and have tried to create this bogey of fear around constitutional directives like Uniform Civil Code, or in the case of Jammu Kashmir with respect to abrogation of 370. So I am very confident that the people will see what is right and what is wrong, and the will of the Constitution will prevail.
So can we expect that before 2024 Lok Sabha elections, Uniform Civil Code is going to be implemented?
The Bharatiya Janata Party has always maintained, from our days of the inception, it has always been a manifesto promise of the BJP to implement the UCC, just like how we had promised to abrogate Article 370.
Mr. Surya, Prime Minister in his address also talked about the plight of Pasmanda Muslims. He tried to reach out to the Pasmanda Muslims, and at the same time he said that this section of the Muslim community has been exploited by certain political parties. But, Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM chief, has said that Prime Minister Modi and BJP are shedding crocodile tears on the plight of Muslims, while on the other hand, some of the BJP affiliates are targeting Muslims. They are making hate speeches, and what Prime Minister has said, it's just crocodile tears.
Well, my request to you is to please make a special report on the condition of Muslim voters in Asaduddin Owaisi's constituency in Old Hyderabad. They are still living deprived of basic amenities, without access to basic affordable infrastructure that is required in 21st century. So before Mr. Owaisi comments on the BJP's commitment to Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, I think he must first take care of his own backyard.
Mr. Surya, Prime Minister Modi also launched out an all-out attack on the opposition parties because recently there was an opposition meeting in Patna, and many political parties from the opposition camp, they decided that they are going to fight the elections together. But Prime Minister Modi highlighted that how all these parties are neck deep in corruption, and he asked people that they have to make a choice. Do they want development of these dynas, or they want development of their own kids?
Absolutely. The meeting in Patna was the meeting of politically unemployed families. It was Mulayam ji's family, it was Sharad Pawar ji's family, it was Karuna Nidhi's son. So all in all, it was Lalu Prasad ji's children. All in all, the meeting in Patna was a sammelan of all rejected political families who are now politically unemployed. So the meeting of Patna is more to protect their own jagirs, to revive their fallen political legacies, than any grand promise for India or this generation of Indians. Thank you.
Mr. Surya, before we end our conversation, my last question to you, because you come from Karnataka, you are the Lok Sabha member from Bangalore South constituency. You know, recently Karnataka government, the new government in Karnataka of the Congress party, has said that they are going to repeal anti-cow slaughter, law, as well as anti-conversion law, which was, introduced by the previous BJP government in the state. Your reaction?
This again shows that the Congress party is anti-constitution and anti-India, and that they have no respect for neither the Supreme Court nor the principles and spirit of the Constitution. Just like the Uniform Civil Code, even anti-cow slaughter legislations are a mandate of the Constitution. By clearly stating that they want to repeal the anti-cow slaughter legislation, the Congress party in indirect words is saying that they do not respect the mandate of the Constitution. This has been our position, and it has only gotten clarified by the Congress's statement now again.
What will be your party's response in Karnataka now if the Karnataka government makes these changes?
Please wait and watch. Please wait.
Mr. Tejasvi Surya, it was a pleasure talking to you. Many thanks for speaking to India Today.
Thank you.
So that was Mr. Tejasvi Surya, President of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha and a Member of Parliament from Bangalore South, constituency. And he said that Prime Minister has rightly spoken about the Uniform Civil Code, and it's a commitment of the BJP. BJP has promised to implement in its manifesto. It has mentioned it again and again. And at an appropriate time, the BJP is going to implement it in the country. With video journalist Neeraj Kumar, this is Sunil Bhatt reporting from Jammu for India Today.